Step by step, day by day. Hey, this is Ronnie with Simple Wholesaling, and I'm doing DealMachine's first Google Auto Complete. Wholesaling real estate. I wonder if I can read. Wholesaling real estate. Let's see. Contracts. Yeah, contracts are like super important. I get a lot of questions about those. Contracts are literally the bread and butter. That's where the real magic happens. Like all of the stuff that you've been working on, talking, getting cussed out, all the type of stuff. Without the contracts, it don't happen. Contracts are what, people feel like, oh, I just stole deals. And if you have bad contracts, things fall out and people can come in underneath that. So no, contracts, title companies, they're all one and the same, and they are super, super important. Get a good contract if you're gonna do real estate wholesaling. I'm gonna suggest that you don't get them off Google because states are different. I would definitely talk with title companies in your area and say, hey, if I get this contract and I send this contract to you, is this something that will be able to work? And let the title company edit you. If they're a good title company, they'll work with you anyway because you're going to be bringing them business and they shouldn't charge you. But some title companies actually have a wholesaling, kit. So I would talk with your local title company or the title company where you're going to be doing business, because I know a lot of people actually do virtual wholesaling in other markets than what they live. So that's what I would do. Next one, real estate wholesaling by Google. Let's see. Salary. Ha! Yeah. It's definitely not a salary. So you're gonna be working off of assignment fees. There isn't a salary. So being someone that's been in the business for 4 years, I can tell you there are definitely highs and there are definitely some lows, but the highs definitely outweigh the lows. The other thing with salary and just talking about money and compensation, I would also just challenge you to understand and know that every deal isn't necessarily going to be a home run. I know you see on Instagram, people having these big, $40,000, $50,000, $70,000 wholesale assignment fees. But it's okay if you get a $500 or $1,000 assignment fee, just so that you can get the practice and knowing that it works. But this ain't salary, baby. This is definitely entrepreneurial. You're going to get out what you put in. So that's what I would say when it comes to salary. Wholesale real estate. Let's see what's next. Step by step, day by day. Yeah, no, it is definitely a step process. You want to make sure that you get involved with the company or people or a team or mentor that can help walk you through the most important steps of wholesaling real estate. So understanding, number one, that it is a marketing thing. So what can help you with marketing in the step by step? Anyone that calls me, the first thing I tell them to do is download the DealMachine app. Download the DealMachine app, because that gives you the functionality to be able to do the first thing, and that is call people and send mailers and be confrontational, because in this market, that's the first step, is getting people on the phone. So that's always the first step. But then walking through those other steps of understanding the contract, like we talked about before, in the title company, figuring all those other things out, and then also figuring out who the end buyer is going to be for that, how to market that property, where to market that property. There are definitely steps that are involved in it, but the first step is really a very key important step, and that is downloading the DealMachine app and figuring out how to get people on the phone to find those motivated sellers so you can be a problem solver. Wholesaling real estate. Let's see what we got. Books. So yes, books are important. A lot of people, maybe you weren't that good in school, right? Me. But you have a passion and real estate is what you want to do. You still have to educate yourself. So whether it is a book by pages or an audible book, which is okay, long as you're getting that information in, and then also too, just some of the nuances of negotiating is super, super important. One of the books I'm always going to swear by, Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. I love that book, love that book. I go back to that book all the time because it teaches the importance of mirroring and pacing and using your late night DJ FM voice when talking with sellers about important critical things in the matter. So books, learning, evolving is always important. I don't care if it's on Audible, I don't care if it's a podcast, I don't care if it's a paper book, whatever it is, figure it out. Wholesaling real estate. Let's see what we got here. Cost. So cost is important. A lot of times you'll see people say, well, I did this for absolutely free. No, there's definitely some investment in wholesale real estate. But the thing is, you have to understand where you're at. And I always tell people to go to what's most cost effective for you. You know your life context, you know what situation you're in. You know if you're just starting out and you're working at Hardee's, that's okay. If you have a normal 9 to 5 or you're working a swing shift, I want to give a shout out to my people that's working second shift. But with that, you can still do it working second shift. It's just you have to allot your time and then do what's cost effective. DealMachine has some great plans to be able to meet you wherever you're at so that you can get started today to be able to start wholesaling and start making changes in your life. I'm telling you, you can do it, but it does cost, but it doesn't have to cost a whole lot, okay? Just know that. All right.
Next one.
Okay. Do a drum roll. Come on. Drum roll with me. Drum roll with me. Drum roll with me. Okay, let's see. Is wholesaling real estate dead? Ha 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 ha. It's almost Halloween, and I'm telling you,